Welcome to Bite at a Time Books, where we read you your favorite classics one bite at a time. My name is Bree Carlile, and I love to read and wanted to share my passion with listeners like you. You can sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. You'll also find our new t-shirts in the shop, including podcast shirts and quote shirts from your favorite classic novels. Be sure to follow my show on your favorite podcast platform so you get all the new episodes. We're part of the Bite at a Time Books Productions Network. If you'd also like to hear what inspired your favorite classic author to write their novels, and what was going on in the world at the time, check out the Bite at a Time Books Behind the Story podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Today we'll be continuing Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. Chapter 5. Present Progress. Today, the sewer is clean. Cold, straight, correct. It almost realizes the ideal of what is understood in England by the word respectable. It is proper and grayish, laid out by rule and line. One might almost say as though it came out of a bandbox. It resembles a tradesman who has become a counselor of state. One can almost see distinctly there. The mire there comports itself with decency. At first, one might readily mistake it for one of those subterranean corridors, which were so common in former days, and so useful in flights of monarchs and princes, in those good old times when the people loved their kings. The present sewer is a beautiful sewer. The purest style reigns there. The classical rectilinear Alexandrine, which, driven out of poetry, appears to have taken refuge in architecture, seems mingled with all the stones of that long, dark, and whitish vault. Each outlet is an arcade. The Rue de Rivoli serves as pattern even in the sewer. However, if the geometrical line is in place anywhere, it is certainly in the drainage trench of a great city. There, everything should be subordinated to the shortest road. The sewer has, nowadays, assumed a certain official aspect. The very police reports, of which it sometimes forms the subject, no longer are wanting in respect towards it. The words which characterize it in administrative language are sonorous and dignified. What used to be called a gut is now called a gallery. What used to be called a hole is now called a surveying orifice. Villain would no longer meet with his ancient temporary provisional lodging. This network of cellars has its immemorial population of prowlers, rodents swarming in greater numbers than ever from time to time. An aged and veteran rat risks his head at the window of the sewer and surveys the Parisians. But even these vermin grow tame. So satisfied are they with their subterranean palace. The cesspool no longer retains anything of its primitive ferocity. The rain, which in former days soiled the sewer, now washes it. Nevertheless, do not trust yourself too much to it. Miasmas still inhabit it. It is more hypocritical than irreproachable. The Prefecture of Police and the Commission of Health have done their best. But in spite of all the processes of disinfection, it exhales a vague, suspicious odor like Tartuffe after confession. Let us confess that taking it all in all, this sweeping is a homage which the sewer pays to civilization. And as, from this point of view, Tartuffe's conscience is a progress over the Augean stables, it is certain that the sewers of Paris have been improved. It is more than progress. It is transmutation. Between the ancient and the present sewer there is a revolution. What has affected this revolution? The man whom all the world forgets, and whom we have mentioned, Bruneseau. Thank you for joining Bite at a Time Books today, while we read a bite of one of your favorite classics. Again, my name is Bree Carlile, and I hope you come back tomorrow for the next bite of Les Miserables. Don't forget, you can sign up for our newsletter at biteatatimebooks.com. And while you're there, check out our t-shirt shop. You can look in the show notes or on our website, biteatatimebooks.com, for the rest of the links for our show. We'd love to hear from you on social media. You can find us everywhere at Bite at a Time Books.